Hello again, everybody. It's Utah Valley Baseball on WolverineGreen.com. I'm Jordan Bianucci alongside my partner Ryan Pickens as we get ready for Game 2 of this three-game set between UVU and Bakersfield. UVU dropped the first game of the series last night, and they look to bounce back tonight, Ryan. Or today, I should say, rather.
Yeah, definitely. Last night, a game in which a lot of things that went Bakersfield's way last night. Utah Valley with a quick turnaround with a doubleheader today, and it's going to be a big situation as they turn to right-hander Ryan Evans.
They do. The right-hander will have to pitch well. Last night, Frater pitched well, but Bakersfield took advantage and won last night's ball game convincingly by a score of 10-4. We have UVU baseball coming up here on WolverineGreen.com, a doubleheader today, in fact. So we will pause briefly now for the national anthem. So with that, we are about ready to play here in Orem on a overcast day. And Ryan will give you the starting lineups.
Starting lineups tonight. First for the visiting Bakersfield Roadrunners. Leading off in center field will be number 1, Jordy Hine. Miles Jones, the third baseman, will bat in the 2 spot tonight. Max Carter, playing second base, will hit third. Chance Guspeth, the right fielder, hitting fourth. Alan Gwynn, the DH, will hit fifth. Oscar Sinai will bat sixth and play short. Solomon Williams, the first baseman, hits seventh. Logan Trowbridge will be behind the plate tonight, and he will hit eighth, and Garrett Pierce will round out the order and bat ninth in left field. For the Wolverines on the mound today will be number 18, Ryan Evans. Evans on the year is 0-2, making his 7th start of the year with a 6.04 ERA in 28 1/3 innings. Evans is the senior from American Fork, Utah, and he'll have this defense behind him. Some changes for Eric Madsen and the Wolverines here for Game 1 of 2. Cade Andrus will be in left field today, as it's going to be Craig Brinkerhoff in center, moving over from right. In right field, it's going to be Sean Moish. At third, Jackson Kuntz gets the start there. It's Cam Zollinger at short. Grayson Bogdan at second, and over at first will be Riley White. Behind the plate will be Seth Rainier, and Ryan Evans on the mound.
All right, thank you very much, Ryan, as we get ready to go here just after 3 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Big game for UVU, as it is. We say that a lot, but we truly mean it, because UVU has only won one WAC ball game this season, and only 6 teams in the conference out of 10 get to the WAC tournament down in Mesa, Arizona in May. So UVU really needs to get back on track quickly to salvage this season. It's, of course, we're early still, but not that early anymore. Just about ready for the first pitch. Jordy Hine steps up there, hitting from the left side. First pitch from Evans. Fastball, strike one on the outside corner. 3:04, your first pitch here, and your game time temperature, 57 degrees, which is much warmer than it was last night. A brutally cold night last night. 0-1 on the way, swung on, fouled off to the left side, and it's quickly 0-2 to Hine. Evans working from the windup, of course, with the bases empty here. 0-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball swung on and sliced foul down the left field line and onto the concourse level here at Brent Brown, and the count remains at 0-2. Evans this year, as Ryan said, a 6.04 earned run average. He struck out 9 hitters but walked 12. So Evans looking to get back on track as well today. 0-2, breaking ball misses outside, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. So already we've seen Evans come with a lot of breaking balls here. Only 1 fastball to Hine in this at bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Everybody just about straight away for the Wolverines. Jordy Hart in center playing a hair to the left. This one fouled back again and onto the rooftop, or actually gets just through the area between the net and the rooftop here at Brent Brown and into the seats. A rare souvenir for the fans in that area. Not too many fans out as of yet on this Saturday afternoon. Maybe just about, maybe 50 or so scattered about the ballpark. Fastball misses up high, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hine. So Hine battling here. He was down 0-2, and now it's 2-2. The pitch from Evans is swung on and hit foul down the left field line. It lands just beyond the pitcher's mound down there in the bullpen, and the count remains at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Your umpires today, Darren Steers is behind home plate, John Wolf at first base, and Jeff Macias, at third base. He was the home plate umpire last night as a foul ball is off to the left side again.
Hine staying in the box well and really battling and forcing Evans to throw a lot of pitches here, doing exactly what a leadoff hitter wants, letting that guy in the on-deck circle see lots of pitches.
2-2 pitch, swung on, line drive down the left field line. It's going to be a foul ball just by about 2 or 3 feet. Hine behind that fastball. Hit a liner down the left field line. Coming over to grab it was Andrus, but just foul down the line. Hine last night went 1 for 4. He scored a run, struck out once. On the year, he is hitting .325 with 3 runs batted in. So Evans gets the sign from Rainier. The pitch. 2-2 is swung on, ground ball, first base. Ooh, a wicked hop, but Riley White stabs it with his bare hand. Takes it to the bag himself, and there is one away in the first. What a play from Riley White.
Saw that ball take a bad bounce at the last second, and I thought, okay, how is he going to play this? Grabbing it with his bare hand was the last thing I expected to see Riley White do. Just kind of grabs it like, oh, hello, how are you doing today? And takes him to the bag.
Greeting the baseball politely as White always does. That was very impressive. White didn't backhand it with his glove. He just put his right hand up there and stabbed it as a strike catches the outside corner, and it's 0-1 to Miles Jones. Jones hitting .308 this season. 6 runs batted in. No homers for the third baseman. Pitch to him, fastball on the inside corner, and it's strike 2. So Evans has gotten ahead 0-2 to each of the first 2 batters. Let's see what he comes with here after the fastball on the inside corner. The pitch, fastball up and away. Jones thought about offering at it, but did not. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The wind lazily blowing in from right field at the moment. 1-2. Ooh, a good 1-2 pitch that just missed off the outside corner. Jones once again checked his swing, and the count's even at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's a hard pitch there that Jones laid off, because that's one where it gets another corner of the inch back over the plate to call strike 3.
2-2. Swung on, ground ball, third base. Coons moves to his left, picks it up, throws to first for the out. Nice play by Jackson Coons getting the start at third for the Wolverines today. It was a sharply hit ground ball, a little chopper on that infield grass. Coons stabbed it and threw him out. So here comes Max Carter hitting from the right side. Carter, the second baseman for the Roadrunners. Open stance, bent at the knees. From the windup, Evans has the sign. He'll throw. Fastball, strike one, right down the pipe. It's 0-1. Carter hitting .442 this season. 11 runs batted in, 1 home run. The 0-1 to him. Fastball just misses inside, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. So Evans looks sharp here early. When he misses, even with the balls, he's right around the plate. The 1-1 offering. Fastball swung on, ground ball, right side, second baseman. He bobbles it, Bogdan does. A wide throw to first. Riley White stretches out toward home plate and makes the play. So a nice play there from Riley White to get that ball and complete the putout. So a 4-3 ends the first inning. No hits, nobody left, no runs. As we head to the bottom of the first, it's Roadrunners 0, the Wolverines coming up. Back here on WolverineGreen.com, Jordan Bianucci alongside Ryan Pickens. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. And Ryan, who's around the diamond in the batting order for UVU?
Batting for Utah Valley today, leading off at second base will be number 1, Grayson Bogdan. Seth Rainier, the catcher, will bat second. Sean Moy, who's playing in right, will bat third. Mark Kruger, the DH tonight, hits fourth. Craig Brinkerhoff in center field will hit fifth. Riley White will hit sixth. Cade Andrus, inserted into the lineup today, hits seventh. Jackson Kuntz will hit eighth, and Cam Zollinger rounds out the order, batting ninth. Defensively for Bakersfield, it's going to be Garrett Pierce in left, Jordy Hine in center, Chance Guspeth in right. On the infield, it's going to be Miles Jones at third, Oscar Sinai at short, Max Carter at second, Solomon Williams at first, and Logan Trowbridge behind the plate. With James Berrigan making the start with a 2-2 record, his 4th start of the year, does have 1 complete game with a 3.18 ERA.
So Berrigan is ready to go. He delivers. Fastball taken for a strike by Bogdan, 0-1. Last night, the Wolverines tonight are just happy not to be facing Taylor Aikenhead, the lefty for Bakersfield, who dominated last night as Bogdan fouls one back to the rooftop, and it's 0-2 to him. Aikenhead was absolutely almost just really unhittable until the 8th inning in last night's ball game. And so the Wolverines are just happy to see someone else out there on the hill. 0-2 pitch, breaking ball, misses away, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Aikenhead for Bakersfield, the righty. Or I say Aikenhead. It's not Aikenhead. It's Berrigan on the hill for Bakersfield, and he'll deliver a 1-2 here up high and tight to Bogdan. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. He'll come with a fastball around in the high 80s, and then mix in a curveball with a change and a bit of a split change. But we've seen the curveball in this at bat, and it looks good. 2-2. There it is. Swung on. Little blooper over the second baseman's head, and it's going to fall in front of the center fielder, Jordy Hine. And Grayson Bogdan has himself a leadoff single to start the first.
You know, I was watching Bogdan during batting practice today, and I was really looking back on the games in which I've seen him play. I don't know if I've seen him have a bad at-bat. He always seems like he gets in there, takes his pitches, finds a way to get on base. So a very good move and a good guy to have hitting that leadoff spot tonight.
Absolutely, and Bogdan has good speed as well. He's being held on by Solomon Williams at first base as Seth Rainier comes to the plate. The throw over to first base, back in diving head first, and safely is Bogdan. Bogdan this season has stolen one base. He's 1 for 1. He's only attempted one still. Playing in on the grass at third is Miles Jones, perhaps anticipating a bunt, and here it is. The bunt down third base side. It's going to stay fair. Jones fields it, throws to first for the out. But Rainier gets the job done, as moving to second base is Bogdan. So a little sacrifice bunt there from Seth Rainier, and the Wolverines have a runner in scoring position for Sean Moish.
These early opportunities for Utah Valley, Jordan, we talked about in the postgame last night. This was a big situation with them with leaving runners on base. Probably hurt them a couple of times with getting momentum. This is a big opportunity to get Ryan Evans some support here in the early innings.
Absolutely. Moish, switch hitter, hitting from the left side. He only hit from the right side last night, facing two lefties. The pitch to him, fastball, misses away. And it's 1 ball, no strikes to Sean. Moish comes into the ballgame batting .244. 14 runs batted in and 2 home runs on the season. He does have some power. Open stance, standing straight up from that left side. From the stretch, Berrigan throws. Fastball, strike 1 on the outside corner. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. One thing these Wolverines, you notice, as Bogdan did, Ryan, they all do have pretty good at bats, seeing a lot of pitches and working the count. Bogdan with a good-sized lead at second base. Everybody straight away for Bakersfield. Fastball swung on and fouled away. A high foul off to the left side and out of play. And the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Moish. Berrigan, the 6-foot, 195-pound junior out of Bakersfield. Went to Stockdale High School and stayed home to play college ball. 1-2 pitch. That one driven into left field, a line drive, and it is caught by Pierce. Bogdan stays put at second. Pierce misplayed that ball. He came in for a second, and it looked like it was going to go over his head, but he adjusted at the last minute and reached up and caught it. But a nice, or rather a solid hit there from Moish, but bad luck right at Garrett Pearson left. So 2 outs now. It's for Mark Kruger, the left-handed hitting designated hitter. 1 on, 2 out, no score, bottom of the first. The pitch, curveball right there on the outside corner, 0-1. And Ryan, again, we talked about it just a minute ago, but a huge opportunity here. The leadoff man got on for Utah Valley. Sacrifice bunt put him at second. And now there are 2 outs for Kruger. That pitch swung on and hit well right center field. That's going to get out. That'll easily score Bogdan. That's going to one-hop the wall off the La Quinta sign in right center field. Kruger's going to head for third. Here's the throw to the cutoff man. Throw to third. No! Kruger's in there diving safely as they eat the ball beyond second base. No throw to third, and the Wolverines are on top. 1-0. Kruger really got a hold of that one, and the wind is actually blowing in from right field, yet it's still one hop to the wall in right center off the track, and the Wolverines take their first lead of the series.
Without the wind, if there was no wind today, that ball might have gotten out of here. And a big early run for Utah Valley, something they weren't able to do too well in the first game of the series. They have the right part of the lineup up here with Brinkerhoff coming to the plate.
And that's what the Wolverines want. Get hot Mark Kruger. He's on third as Brinkerhoff foul tips one towards the on-deck circle on the third base side. 0-1 to him. But yeah, Kruger clobbered that ball. And Kruger, really not known for his speed, easily with the triple. As the right fielder, everybody even now playing fairly shallow for Bakersfield. They had a long way to go, never had a chance at getting it. This one fouled out of play again, this time off to the right side, and it's quickly 0-2 to Craig Brinkerhoff. So that would be Kruger's 13th run batted in this season. And he stands at third with 2 outs. 1-0 Wolverines, bottom of the first. The pitch. Ooh, breaking ball didn't break. Stays up and in. And as I say breaking ball, I believe that was a fastball that had a little movement on it. 1-2 now, the count to Brinkerhoff. It would be Riley White to hit should Brinkerhoff reach. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, chopped foul again. And the count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Berrigan laboring right now on the mound, trying to limit the damage. He's given up 1 run on 2 hits here in the first. Righty on righty matchup. 1-2 on the way. Fastball swung on and missed. It gets out of drops off the catcher's glove, Trowbridge. He throws to first for the putout to complete the strikeout, and that ends the inning. However, UVU gets 1 run on 2 hits. They lead it 1-0 here. You're listening to Utah Valley Baseball on WolverineGreen.com. Top of the second inning here. Wolverines lead it 1-0. Coming up for Bakersfield, it'll be Chance Guspeth, Alan Gwynn, and Oscar Sinai. Middle of the lineup. Bakersfield went down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Ryan Evans, the right-hander, on the mound for UVU. Evans working from the windup. First pitch, fastball swung on and missed. And it's 0-1.
Good movement on that pitch there. It looks like a slider kind of cut down and away on Guspeth there.
It does. Coming out of the hand of Evans, it looks like a fastball, and you're right. It cuts right there at the last minute, and a hard-thrown ball. There's a fastball at 87. Chopper down the third base line, charging is Coons. He has it, throws to first for the out. What a play from Coons. He had to hurry as Guspeth has good speed up the line. Coons came in charging on the grass, made a throw on the run, and there's one away in the second.
A good play. Coons was playing back, too. I mean, and so with the long run, made a good throw. Good stretch at first by White there to ensure they got the out.
Here's Alan Gwynn hitting from the right side. Evans throws, fastball. Misses away, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Gwynn hitting .355 this season. Looking to get something going for Bakersfield here. 1-0 pitch. That one swung on, chopped to third again. Coons will wait for it. It's a big hop. Now throw to first for the out. And quickly 2 away here in the second inning. So that is the third ground ball that Coons has seen over there, and we're not even through the second. That'll bring up Oscar Sinai now, another right-handed hitter. A very heavy right-handed lineup for Bakersfield. Sinai bent at the knees. He waits. The delivery. Fastball swung on. Little looper into right, but right there, Moish has it. One-handed grab, and the inning is over. So Ryan Evans gets through the second very quickly. No runs, no hits, nobody left for Bakersfield. The Wolverines lead it as we head to the bottom of the second inning, 1-0. Back here at Brent Brown Ballpark, the Wolverines lead 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Leading things off, it'll be Riley White in the 6th spot. Switch hitter hitting from the left side. First pitch fastball in there. James Berrigan, the right-hander on the mound for Bakersfield, gave up 1 run on 2 hits in the first, and that's how the Wolverines lead in this ballgame. There's a breaking ball. It looked almost looked like a cutter or a slider that was in the dirt for a ball and skipped away from Logan Trowbridge. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike to White. About even with the bag at third is Jones. Everybody else back and straight away. The pitch, curveball, just misses outside. And there's that good-looking deuce from Berrigan. That's what he'll come with the fastball, mix in that nice curveball. 2-1 pitch, fastball swung on and fouled back to the screen. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It makes that breaking ball even more difficult as the change of speed going from 86 to 88 down to the mid to lower 70s. That really fools the hitter's eye.
2-2 on the way to White. Fastball swung on and fouled off to the left side onto the berm here at Brent Brown Ballpark that just extends from the UVU dugout, the end of it, toward the wall in the outfield. UVU, speaking of curveballs, they really had a tough time last night against the breaking pitches. Here's a curveball that misses in, and it's 3-2 now to White. The Wolverines could not quite stay back on the breaking pitches they saw last night from Bakersfield. Fastball just misses outside, and Riley White is on first base with a walk. So the second consecutive leadoff man to reach for the Wolverines. Back in the first it was Bogdan, now White at first base. And here is Cade Andrus. Andrus getting the start in left field today as he peers and looks for the sign, perhaps a bunt on, we'll see. Jones playing in at third base. Holding on White at first is Williams. From the stretch, Berrigan throws, curveball swung on, line drive, foul ball just foul down the left field line. Cade Andrus was out in front of it, but not by much, and it's 0-1. That's a curveball that hung up there for a while. No balls, 1 strike, the count to Andrus. He's hitting 146 this season, 2 RBIs, a home run. White with the lead at first. The swung on this one, a little chopper back to the mound. No, foul ball, dead ball, I should say, as it hit off, I believe, Andrus, and the count is 0-2. Riley White, good speed at first base. He is 0 for 1 this season in stolen base attempts. So now Andrus will have to shorten up with the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Berrigan checks the runner, now comes home. Fastball, low and away. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. A nice 0-2 pitch there from Berrigan. Andrus thought about offering, but held back. The wind blowing in still from right field, not gale force winds, but just a breeze. 1-2 pitch coming to Andrus. White stays put at first. Fastball swung on, back to the middle. This could be 2. Berrigan has it, goes to second, on to first, double play. And just like that, 2 down here in the second. Berrigan, a nice job to get in fielding position and filled that ground ball right back to the pitcher's mound. Made a nice throw to second where Sinai was covering the shortstop, and then on to first. It'll go down as a 1-6-3 double play. And here is Jackson Coons with the bases empty. Coons hitting from the left side. The pitch, fastball misses up and away. And the count is 1 ball, no strikes to Coons. Coons has made a few good defensive plays at third base already in this ballgame. First at bat, he is hitting .222 this season. The pitch to him, fastball. That one looked pretty good. It must have been just a bit low, though. And it is 2 balls, no strikes. Darren Steers, the home plate umpire this afternoon. 2-0 pitch from Berrigan. Fastball, that one's there. Right on the outside corner, and the count is 2-1. Coons has only had 9 at-bats this season. He's 2 for 9. 2 ball, 1 strike pitch is fouled away and off to the left side, and the count will remain at 2-2, I should say. Berrigan back in the windup. He's only been in the windup facing 2 batters in this ballgame. So that one swung on and chopped foul down the third base line. Count still at 2-2. Berrigan in the windup only twice because he's allowed the leadoff man to reach in the first and in the second. Wolverines lead it 1-0. We are in the bottom of the second inning. Nobody on. Two outs. 2-2 pitch. Fastball. Oh, and that missed somewhere. Berrigan was on his way back to the dugout. A fastball that looked to be right on the inside corner, and I can't blame James Berrigan for walking off the mound, but that can't make Darren Steers real happy. That one looked pretty good.
It did not miss by much.
3-2 pitch. Fastball swung on, lifted into center field. Going back is Hine. He was playing shallow, still going back. He reaches up, makes the one-handed grab, and the inning is over. So no damage done. And we head to the top of the third inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left for the Wolverines. We head to the top of the third. Wolverines 1, the Bakersfield Roadrunners 0. You're listening to Utah Valley Baseball on WolverineGreen.com as we head to the top of the third inning, 1-0. The Wolverines lead Bakersfield in this game 2 of a 3-game series, a WAC matchup between these two ball clubs. Leading things off here in the third for Bakersfield, it'll be Solomon Williams, 7, 8, 9, coming to the plate here in this inning. No hits, no runs for Bakersfield thus far. No one's reached base, in fact. The pitch, that one swung on and fouled back to the rooftop. It'll carry him back onto the playing field. But Ryan Evans has pitched very well. 0-1 to Williams.
He's worked both sides of the plate, kept the ball down, which has been a big key in getting all those ground balls. You leave a ball up, it's a lot easier to elevate it and get it hit well into the air.
0-1 pitch. Fastball just misses inside, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Williams. Solomon Williams hitting .231 this season. 5 runs batted in, no home runs. 1 ball, 1 strike to him. That one, fastball. That one catches the inside corner, and I'll tell you, that'll make Berrigan in the dugout. That might perturb him a bit, as he did not get that call last inning. That one called for a strike, though, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on, ground ball up the middle, diving and having it at short is Zollinger. He gets to his feet, throws to first, completing the 6-3 putout. What a play from Cam Zollinger over at shortstop. A ball hit up the middle and gave him just enough time to dive behind the bag and get to his feet and make the play. 1 away.
Some great defense being played behind Ryan Evans today. He really has to thank his infielders. They've made a few very spectacular plays.
Absolutely. Logan Trowbridge now will hit. The catcher hitting from the right side, facing Evans from the windup. The pitch, fastball, misses away at 88 miles per hour. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Evans, the senior, out of American Fork, Utah, just north of Orem here in Utah County. 6'5", 205 pounds. The pitch, fastball misses away again, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. He's a transfer from Orange Coast College, looking to end his collegiate career here in Orem. 2-0 pitch. Fastball, check swing. Did he go around? They appealed to the first base umpire, John Wolf. He says, no, he did not go around. So 3 balls, no strikes to Trowbridge. Trowbridge hitting .227 this season. 3-0 on the way. Fastball right down the pipe, called for a strike, and it's 3-1. Evans really took a lot off that fastball, in fact. It was at 83 miles per hour, where normally he's up in the high 80s. 3-1, that one swung on and fouled away at 87 miles per hour, and the count is full. So Evans battling back after a 3-0 count. Cooper Fouts now from the dugout, moving Jordy Hart, or rather I should say Craig Brinkerhoff in center field to the right, so he's shaded right there. Now a big chopper to shortstop, playing it on one bounce in Zollinger, throw to first, nice stretch from White, and the inning is over. Riley White does not know there are only 2 outs in the inning. I don't know how many outs there are, Ryan. I'm going, I believe that's the 3rd out. That's, what's everybody doing? Let's head back to the dugout.
I'm sure Bakersfield would appreciate having that extra out in the inning, Jordan. So
they did, yeah. Only 2 outs.
Just for this top of the 3rd.
Yeah,
the rest, we're going to play 3, right?
Well, let's just go 3 this inning. Good, that's a good call. That seems fair. Breaking ball misses up high. It's 1 ball, no strikes to Garrett Pierce. Pierce hitting from the right side, open stance, 1-0. That one swung on and hit high into right center field. Coming over is Brinkerhoff, but calling him off is Moish in right, makes the catch, and 3 down in the 3rd. Ryan Evans has retired 9 straight Roadrunners to begin this ball game. We head to the bottom half of the 3rd inning, 1-0, Wolverines. Back here on WolverineGreen.com, Wolverines lead it 1-0. And I failed to mention this, Ryan. An interesting little thing I noticed in between innings, or thought about in between innings. We mentioned Cooper Fouts was moving Brinkerhoff in center field over to the right, and that's exactly where Garrett Pierce ended up hitting the ball. So nice positioning there from the Utah Valley assistant coach. But here in the bottom half of the 3rd, it's Cam Zollinger from the right side to lead things off. First pitch to the freshman. That one a curveball. He checked his swing. Or rather, did not check his swing, I should say. He attempted to, but went around. No balls, 1 strike to him. James Berrigan back out there on the mound for Bakersfield. The pitch. Down and away in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike to Zollinger. In the first 2 innings of this ball game, Berrigan has allowed the leadoff runner to reach base. Here he throws another curveball inside, and it's 2-1. Berrigan getting a little frustrated with himself as he swipes at that ball thrown back to him from Trowbridge. 2-1 on the way to Zollinger. Down low, and it's 3 balls, 1 strike. So Zollinger, last night, was 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Having a good at bat here, 3-1. There's a fastball on the inside corner, and now it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now Zollinger, well, not just Zollinger, but everybody really struggled last night at the plate for the Wolverines. Full count, nobody on, nobody out. 1-0 Wolverines. That one swung on and fouled back out of play, and the count will remain full. The Wolverines in their green alternate tops with the black lettering outlined in white with the white pants and green hats with the white brims. 3-2 pitch, misses away. Once again, the leadoff man reaches base as Berrigan clearly frustrated out there. But man on, nobody out here to begin the third. Here's Grayson Bogdan back to the top of the order for the Wolverines.
Be interesting to see here how Eric Madsen plays this, is if he's going to let Bogdan stand in there and swing or if he's going to lay one down. Miles Jones at third is playing in. We'll see what the at-bats Bogdan's had, but what happens.
Fastball down in the dirt, hurling his mask away, trying to find that ball was Trowbridge. Did a nice job to stop it and keep it in front of him. 1 ball, no strikes to Bogdan. Bogdan did not show bunt there, but could very well lay one down here. 1 ball, no strikes the count. A good running count, in fact. Now a throw over to first base. Berrigan having in mind what I was thinking, perhaps. Zollinger with pretty good speed at first base, although it's hard to really gauge it as we haven't seen him on the base paths all that much this season. Getting the start at shortstop today. In fact, he's made a couple good defensive plays. There's a fastball in there for a strike to Bogdan, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Bogdan hitting .244 this season. That's a .284 on base percentage. You'd like to raise that as the leadoff man today. Usually they hit him in the 2-hole or so, but they move him up, leading things off here today for the kid from Bluffdale, Utah. Throw over to first base, back in safely.
You know, it is interesting to see the outfield alignment for Bakersfield. The right fielder and center fielder, Hine, both playing shallow in the outfield.
Now a bunt to third base. Fielding it as Jones throws to first for the out, but Bogdan does the job and moves over Zollinger to second. It was a pretty good bunt. Hit a little hard, and on that infield grass, Jones made a nice play to keep it in front of him and throw Bogdan out, but a good enough bunt to get the job done. So the Wolverines thus far in this ball game really executing in all facets. That'll bring up Seth Rainier with a man in scoring position and 1 out. Rainier hitting from the right side, getting the start today. Didn't play last night. Pitch to him. That one swung on and fouled back out of play. A fastball at 85, and it's 0-1 to the catcher. Rainier this season hitting 216. 3 runs batted in. It was Rainier who actually laid down a sacrifice bunt in the first. That pitch swung on, chopped foul down the third base line. And it is quickly no balls, 2 strikes to Seth Rainier. Rainier only hitting 133 this season with runners in scoring position. Looking to buck that trend right now. Short lead at second for Bogdan. Playing behind him is Sinai, the shortstop. 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Nice block by Trowbridge behind home plate, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bakersfield in their alternate uniforms today. Bright yellow tops with the blue undershirts, and looks to be gray or... well, I don't even know what color those hats are. Is that ball's fouled back and out of play.
Yeah, it looks kind of like a camouflage.
They are. That is exactly what they are. I'm looking through the binoculars right now. They are the camo hats, Padres style.
Yeah, they had camo like batting practice tops or something they were wearing before the game. I was expecting them to stay in those actually.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Down in the dirt again. It's 2-2 now to Rainier with Bogdan on second. 1 out in the inning. Wolverines lead 1-0. We were both very happy and relieved to see they changed out of those camo tops.
Yeah.
After batting practice. Those were, man, those hurt your eyes for a while. They're like a blue camo. They really stuck out even more than these yellow ones. 2-2 pitch, swung on, and this one hit very high into shallow center field. An easy play for Max Carter, the second baseman, going out. Settles under it, waiting, and he makes the two-handed grab. 2 away here in the third inning as Bogdan stays put at second for Sean Moish. So, Rainier unable to get the base hit and pops up. Now, Wolverines need a 2-out base hit. They lead 1-0. Moish, the switch hitter, hitting from the left side here against Berrigan. He lined out to the left fielder in his first at bat. The pitch. Fastball swung on. Line drive right at the first baseman. Moish flips his bat into his palm, and the inning is over. Poor Sean Moish has hit 2 balls very hard, and each of them have been an out. If that ball's hit just to the left or to the right of Solomon Williams at first base, it's a base hit and a run home for the Wolverines. But Berrigan gets out of the jam. No hits, no runs, 1 left on base for the Wolverines. They lead it 1-0 over Bakersfield. You're listening to Utah Valley Baseball on WolverineGreen.com. Back out on the mound for Utah Valley, it's Ryan Evans. He has retired the first 9 hitters he's faced as we head to the top of the 4th inning. So it'll be the top of the order. Jordy Hine, Miles Jones, and Max Carter trying to get a hit. The Wolverines lead 1-0 here. And to tell you all about it, here's Ryan Pickens.
Thank you, Jordan, here as Jordy Hine steps into the batter's box. Well, he just stepped out to take a practice swing, but he will step back in here.
He'll be in there
momentarily against Ryan Evans, as Evans has worked well through 3 innings, kept his pitch count low. This will be pitch number 36 here. That will be on its way momentarily as Evans kicks and delivers home. And that one comes inside for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Hine on the day is 0 for 1, grounded out to Riley White back in the first.
You know, Hine really had the best at bat in this ball game for Bakersfield thus far, battling a lot of pitches in that leadoff spot to start the game.
The 1-0 pitch comes in on a fastball in the corner. It evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Hine on the year has an on-base percentage of over 400 entering this ball game, and the 1-1 pitch home is going to be inside for a ball. It's 2 balls and 1 strike.
The Wolverines pretty much straight away defensively. The outfield playing shallow against Hine, but the thing that stands out to you is Riley White really guarding that line down first base.
2-1 pitch. Hine swings and fouls that one foul over towards the Bakersfield dugout. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hine hitting .325 on the year. Stands in as we'll also keep you up to date throughout the day on scores going on throughout the Western Athletic Conference as Evans delivers the 2-2 as it swung on, grounded to Bogdan. He is there and throws over to White, and there's 1 away in the 4th, and that's going to bring up Miles Jones to the plate.
That's right, on the out-of-town scoreboard right now, it looks as if North Dakota, they won in Bismarck 3-1. That's a final there. They were, well, I was going to say snowed out or rained out last night, but of course, last night it just said too cold to play, essentially, on the scoreboard. But another final in North Dakota. They've already played their doubleheaders today. They're done. 3-2 and 3-1. North Dakota swept Northern Colorado.
As Ryan Evans delivers the first pitch, a ball away to Miles Jones, 1-0. The count coming to Jones, who stands in hitting from the right side. And the 1-0 pitch home is going to be taken inside for a ball. It's 2 balls and no strikes.
So North Dakota really playing pretty good baseball, actually, after taking 2 of 3 from the Wolverines a couple weeks ago. They win 2 today in Bismarck.
And that one's on the outside corner, a fastball for a strike at 86 miles an hour. It's 2 balls and a strike. That puts North Dakota now 5-3 overall with the sweep today in conference play. And so they are playing really solid baseball. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch home inside for a ball. It's 3-1. Jones on the year came into the game hitting .308. So he has done well for Bakersfield in the 2 spot. 3 balls and a strike. Evans gets the sign from Rainier and delivers home. That was going to be lined to second, right to Grayson Bogdan, who just went about a step or two to his right, and there's 2 away here in the 4th inning.
Yeah, not a tremendously hard hit ball, but Bogdan right there to make the play, and Ryan Evans really cruising right now. And as you mentioned earlier, Ryan, great defensive plays from the Wolverines today.
Max Carter comes to the play here with 2 outs in the 4th. Carter hit a nice ground ball right to Grayson Bogdan to end the 1st, and the pitch comes in, I guess, a little high, and it's 1 ball and no strikes.
As we continue on the out-of-town scoreboard, Chicago State trails Grand Canyon, that game in Phoenix. Grand Canyon leading 7-1 in the bottom of the 4th.
Evans delivers the 1-0 inside for a ball. It's 2-0 to Gordon, or to Carter.
All other WAC matchups will be tonight, as Sacramento State will play New Mexico State at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time down in Las Cruces. And then UT Pan American will face Seattle.
The 2-0 pitch grounded to short, fielded by Zollinger. Long throw across and picked out at first by Riley White. You know, he's always been playing first base for a couple of weeks, but it sure looks like he's been playing it for a lot longer. As the Roadrunners go 3 up and 3 down to end the 4th, the Wolverines come up in the bottom half of the 4th with a 1-0 lead on the Bakersfield Roadrunners. You're listening to Utah Valley University Baseball on WolverineGreen.com. Bottom half of the 4th inning coming from Brent Brown Ballpark on the campus of Utah Valley University. It's the Bakersfield Roadrunners and the Utah Valley Wolverines, and the middle part of the Wolverine lineup coming up, Mark Kruger, Craig Brinkerhoff, and Riley White. 4, 5, and 6 due up here against James Berrigan, who will go back to work here in the inning. Berrigan has pitched quite well, and his first pitch coming home, Kruger swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Kruger on the day tripled back in the 1st, had an RBI triple as he scored Grayson Bogdan, and the 0-1 pitch is going to stay away for a ball, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, Kruger gave that ball a ride back in the 1st inning into right center field, just absolutely crushed it, and the wind was blowing in at the time.
1-1 pitch is low, and it's 2 balls and a strike. The wind is pretty calm at this moment, and had he hit that ball now, it probably would have gone probably just right under the scoreboard in right field. 2 balls and a strike as Berrigan kicks and delivers home. That one a fastball away, and it's 3 balls and a strike to Mark Kruger.
So this has kind of been the plague for Berrigan in this ball game. He's gotten behind hitters, and now Kruger should see something good to hit.
3-1 pitch on its way. A fastball that catches the outside corner and makes the count go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kruger on the year hitting .263. Has started all 26 games for Utah Valley. The 3-2 pitch swung on and missed on the breaking ball, and there's 1 away here in the 4th inning.
First strikeout of the afternoon for Berrigan, and the first leadoff man for UVU not to reach base.
And that's going to bring Craig Brinkerhoff to the plate. Brinkerhoff 0 for 1 on the day as he struck out back in the 1st to end the top half of the inning. Brinkerhoff hitting from the right side, and the first pitch is swung on and missed. 0-1. as we're starting to see Berrigan go to a little bit more of the curveball, and that seems to have the Utah Valley hitters having to kind of readjust the plate here as they go through their second time through the lineup. The 0-1 pitch swung out by Brinkerhoff and line to left. It's going to fall for a base hit. Brinkerhoff will hold, and he's on with one away here in the fourth.
Right, you mentioned that right away. They were a little out in front of that breaking ball, a little off balance, and Brinkerhoff was even off balance on that swing, getting out in front of it, just a little looping liner into left field, but just got enough of that baseball to keep it fair. So Berrigan keeping him off balance, but nice job by Brinkerhoff to counter that, to readjust, as you said.
And now it's going to bring up Riley White. He walked back in the second inning. The switch hitting White will hit from the left side today. And the first pitch home is swung on and missed. Brinkerhoff breaks for second, slides, and he's going to be thrown out. A great throw from Trowbridge behind the plate. It beat Brinkerhoff by a couple of steps, and he did get him, and there's two away here in the fourth.
You have to assume that was a hit and run. White swinging at that first pitch, but that throw easily beat Brinkerhoff to second base.
No balls and a strike. Berrigan delivers, and White swings and lines that one up over Sinai's head into left field for a base hit. So White there taking the 0-1 pitch into left and giving a little bit of a two-out spark here to Utah Valley as Cade Andrus will come to the plate.
Of course, you can never really speculate about this accurately because you don't know what pitch he would have thrown had there been a man on first base. But had Riley White been able to do that on the hit and run, Brinkerhoff may have, gotten a third for sure, may have tried for home.
As Andrews swings and lines that one, foul. Almost a hit right off the top of the dugout down Bakersfield. It just hit right off the top there for a foul ball. It's no balls and a strike, and that's one of those moments where typically remind fans to keep your eyes on the action at all times.
And that one was lined into the stands. Not a ton of fans here, but more have filed in since the first inning. An okay crowd out here for Saturday afternoon.
No balls and a strike. Andrews swings and fouls that one straight back. No balls and two strikes.
If you are in the area, come out to the ball game. We're playing 2 today, and that's 2-for-1 baseball. All adults, it's $5 to get in. All students, it's free. And all alumni, I believe, it's a discounted price. I believe $3 for all alumni.
Berrigan sets with the 0-2 pitch and delivers home. That one swung on, grounded to short. Sinai gets there and flips it to second for the third out of the inning. And at the end of 4 complete innings here from Utah Valley University, the Wolverines lead it 1-0 over the Roadrunners. You're listening to Utah Valley University Baseball on WolverineGreen.com. Top of the 5th inning here from Orem, Utah and Brent Brown Ballpark. We thank you for tuning in to Utah Valley University Baseball on WolverineGreen.com. 1-0 Utah Valley as we played in the top of the 5th inning as Ryan Evans has breezed through 4 innings so far. And he will now go to work against Chance Guspeth, the right fielder. Guspeth grounded out to third, back in the second. The first pitch is in there for a called strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. It'll be Guspeth, Green, and Sinai coming up here for Bakersfield. No balls and a strike, and that one's in the other batter's box for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Evans looks into Rainier and gets the sign and delivers home. That one's a called strike on the corner. It's 1-2. Evans has worked well hitting the corners in this one. He's not too overpowering. Will throw in the mid to upper 80s. The 1-2 pitch home is swung on and hit to right. Sending Moish over towards the line. He is there to make the catch. And the first out of the 5th inning is retired, and Alan Gwynn will come to the plate. Gwynn on the day is 0 for 1, grounded out to third. Gwynn has an on-base percentage this year of well up over 40%, as Bakersfield has found ways this year to put runners on base. They have 3 or 4 hitters with an on-base percentage of over 40 or higher. And the first pitch home is swung on by Gwynn and a base hit into left field. The first hit of the game given up by Ryan Evans. That will be the Roadrunners' first hit. And right now it's 1-0. There's a runner on here for Bakersfield, and Oscar Sinai coming to the plate. Sinai wearing number 2. The senior from Chula Vista, California. And Gwynn will be the runner at first as Evans steps off the mound. Utah Valley wearing their green tops, white pants. Bakersfield, yellow tops and gray pants. Gwynn gets a big lead at first, and that's a breaking ball. It's blocked in the dirt for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Gwynn over at first base has a decent threat to steal.
The Wolverines really need to buckle down here. Evans has pitched so well, they've kind of taken it for granted. They only have the 1-run lead here.
The 1-0 pitch home is blocked again in the dirt by Rainier, and it's 2-0. Rainier's done a good job a couple of times tonight of keeping balls in front of him, and he's done a pretty good job for Utah Valley behind the plate so far this year. The wind begins to pick up once again, and 2 balls and no strikes the count to Sinai. Evans takes a long look into Rainier and delivers home the 2-0 pitch. Gets back past Rainier to the backstop, and going down to second will be Gwynn. And I think that was a relatively catchable ball for Rainier, so likely going to be ruled a pass ball. And now it will be a 3-0 count coming here to Sinai, as Jackson Kuntz is going to come over and give a message over to his pitcher, Ryan Evans, here. Three balls and no strikes to Oscar Sinai. Solomon Williams on deck. Evans takes a look in. Checks the runner and delivers home the 3-0 pitch. It's a fastball down the middle for a called strike. 3 balls and a strike. Sinai flew out to right to end the second inning. As Bogdan playing a couple steps back on the outfield grass. Brinkerhoff shading towards right. And the 3-1 pitch swung on and hit to right. Moish going to have to go back over into foul territory, and he's not going to get there. He was probably just about a step or so behind getting there. It will make the count full to Oscar Sinai.
Yeah, very nice effort there from Moish in right field. Unfortunately, just couldn't get there, as you said, Ryan. His left arm with the glove on it outreached, and the ball just fell beyond it. Almost a tremendous play. Had to go a long, long way for that one.
So a full count coming here to Oscar Sinai. Has a pretty big hole open in the left side of the infield, as Zollinger playing behind the runner at second. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Evan checks the runner and delivers home. That one swung on, grounded to third. Kuntz fields it and will throw across the diamond in time, and there's 2 away here in the 5th. So that will hold the runner at third. And so Solomon Williams will come up here trying to make this an even game. Williams is 6'7" junior from Long Beach, California, and definitely has a presence in the batter's box with his height.
Big fella. That's the extent of my commentary on that at bat, Ryan. I'm sorry. Just big fella up there.
Evans sets and delivers the first pitch home. Swung on and popped up into left field, and it's going to go up onto the berm in the playground. There'll be no balls and a strike. The catcher, Logan Trowbridge, waiting on deck here for Bakersfield. Evans takes a long look into Rainier. And the 0-1 pitch coming on its way from Evans, and that one swung on and pulled foul as Williams was way out in front of that one, and it's 0-2.
Evans being very deliberate, slowing the pace down here with men on.
Very interesting to see. He's worked relatively quickly through most of the game. We've had a pretty quick 4 innings here from Brent Brown Ballpark with only the 5 combined hits and the 1 run. Evans looks in again, gets the sign. Still a big hole as they're playing Williams to pull. And the 0-2 pitch swung on and hit to right field. Sent him moist back. He is almost to the warning track, and he's going to get there. Did he make the catch? It looks like he did make the catch. He went to kind of a sliding, diving position out there in right field and makes a great play to keep the run off the board. And as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning here at Utah Valley University, Utah Valley still leading at 1-0 thanks to a great defensive play there by Sean Moish. We'll be back with the bottom of the 5th inning right after this. You're listening to Utah Valley University Baseball on WolverineGreen.com. The start of the bottom of the 5th inning here from Brent Brown Ballpark, as it's going to be 8-9-1 for the Wolverines due up here against James Berrigan, as Jackson Kuntz, Cam Zollinger, and Grayson Bogdan coming up. Kuntz, a freshman from Burley, Idaho, stands in. He flew out in the 2nd, and he takes a ball. It's 1 ball and no strikes. On the year, this is Kuntz's 6th game and his 3rd start. The 1-0 pitch is away for a ball again. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Leadoff men tonight for Utah Valley have had great success in finding their way on base, as Berrigan kicks and delivers home, and that one's going to be in there at the knees for a called strike, and it's 2-1. Berrigan has pitched well so far tonight, just allowing the 1 run in the 1st. And the 2-1 pitch home is swung on, and that one's popped up down the line and foul back off to the berm, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Berrigan working from the windup, gets the sign from Trowbridge, delivers home. That one swung on and fouled away by Kuntz. And both of Kuntz's at-bats today, he has stayed in, saw lots of pitches, and really worked the count. He had a 6-pitch at-bat in the 2nd. And he's fouling some pitches off here to stay alive as the 2-2 pitch comes home. Ground ball hit to 2nd, fielded by Carter, and his throw over to 1st in time, and there's 1 away here in the 5th for Utah Valley.
Utah Valley has really relied on Evans to get the outs here, and he was perfect through 3 innings, or rather, he was perfect through 4 innings in 4 1/3 until he gave up that base hit. UVU really needs to get some insurance runs on the board. They only lead 1-0, as you said, Ryan, and that's not going to be enough, I don't think.
Cam Zollinger in there for a called strike, no balls and a strike, and especially Jordan as the game wears on and Evans throws more pitches. A couple more insurance runs would probably be more comforting for head coach Eric Madsen as Zollinger swings and chops that one high. A leaping grab by Jones, and his throw across in plenty of time, and there's 2 away.
Nice play by the third baseman, Jones, there, as you said. A really tough hop off that infield grass, and Jones made it look pretty easy.
And now we go back to the top of the lineup and Grayson Bogdan. Bogdan singled back in the first and then scored on the Mark Kruger triple. And he grounded out to third in the 3rd inning. As Berrigan sets and delivers home the first pitch. And that one swung out by Bogdan, line to left, coming on and making the play is Pierce. A hard hit ball just right at Garrett Pierce. And the 5th inning comes to an end here in Orem at the end of 5 complete. It's Utah Valley 1, Bakersfield 0. And you're listening to Wolverine Baseball on WolverineGreen.com. Top of the 6th inning here at Brent Brown Ballpark as Bakersfield will come up trailing in this one 1-0. Ryan Evans so far 5 complete innings, no runs and 1 hit allowed, and Bakersfield will send up 8-9-1. Logan Trowbridge, the catcher, to stand in. He grounded out to short in the 2nd. Trowbridge, a pretty even stance, and Evans delivers the first pitch, swung out and missed on a breaking ball. And again, another one that looked like to be a slider as it just totally cut off the table. It's no balls and a strike here to Logan Trowbridge. As Evans kicks and delivers home, and that one's taken high for a ball as evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. It'll be Trowbridge, Pierce, and Hine coming up here in the inning for Bakersfield. 1 ball and 1 strike. Evans kicks and delivers home. Swung on and missed on the slider again. It's 1-2. In Evans' last outing, he pitched in a series at Dallas Baptist. Pitched 3 1/3 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, walked 4, and struck out 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, pitch coming home. That one's low for a ball. It evens the count at 2-2. The nightcap tonight looks like it has been scheduled to be Danny Bettis for Utah Valley. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the delivery home is going to be swung on and rolled foul down the 3rd baseline. So we'll redo the 2-2 pitch. Trowbridge on the year hitting .227, making his 20th appearance and his 17th start. Has gotten 66 at-bats through this part of the season. As Evans looks in and will deliver home the 2-2 pitch. That one's in the dirt for a ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls and 2 strikes the count to catcher Logan Trowbridge. As Evans takes a long look in here and delivers home. That one swung on, hit well to center. Brinkerhoff running into right center field's going to make the catch in his glove at about his waist, and there's 1 away here in the 6th.
That ball just kept on tailing into right center field and kept tailing and tailing and tailing until Brinkerhoff did make that catch really in right field. That ball kept just slicing down there. Nice play for Brinkerhoff to get there.
Sean Moish tonight playing right field instead of left. And it seems like he's playing shallow and more towards the line on most of these Bakersfield hitters. Brinkerhoff has a lot of ground in center to cover. And the first pitch is low for a ball to Garrett Pierce. Pierce 0 for 1 on the day, flew out to Moish back in the third. As Evans set with the 1-0 pitch and delivers home. That one swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. It's 1-1. As Rainier let that one get out of the glove, but it still is a strike.
Yeah, generally, you would think that in the outfield, left field would be a much tougher position to cover just because in left center, it goes out and meets at 427, so there is actually more room, literally more room in left field. However, the center fielder usually takes care of that. In right field, you're kind of on your own, it seems.
1-1 pitch, a breaking ball in the dirt for a ball. It's 2 balls and a strike.
But as you mentioned, Sean Moish doing a nice job, and Craig Brinkerhoff doing a very nice job in center to cover that right center field area. Huge gap in left center right now, specifically with Pierce up.
And Pierce with an open stance. The 2-1 pitch grounded to short, fielded by Zollinger. His throw across the diamond in time. White had to reach up to the sky to get that, but he does, and there's 2 away.
Yeah, we say it again and again. Riley White doing a heck of a job over there at first base. He's only 5'10". Not a big target for the infielder's throw. That was way over his head, but stretched and made the play.
With 2 away, the top of the lineup will come up for Bakersfield and Jordy Hine. Hine 0 for 2 on the night, grounded out to Riley White and also Grayson Bogdan. Hitting from the left side. Looks like they're going to play him to go the other way. Brinkerhoff shaded towards left field. Bogdan covering a big hole in right. And Hine's going to swing and hit that one into the right center field. Brinkerhoff, a long run. He's going to get there and run it down in center. And the sixth inning comes to an end for Bakersfield. So Ryan Evans pitching well, relying heavily on his fielders behind him, and right now they're answering the calls. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning here at Brent Brown Ballpark. Utah Valley 1, Bakersfield 0. You're listening to Utah Valley University Baseball on WolverineGreen.com. Bottom half of the 6th inning from Utah Valley University. The Wolverines coming up here with a 1-0 lead. Seth Rainier, Sean Moish, and Mark Kruger, 2, 3, and 4 coming up here. As Dave Carter, the associate head coach for Utah Valley, heads into the third base coaching box. Cooper Fouts coaching over at first. Rainier on the day is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt back in the first. As Berrigan sets and delivers the first pitch home, a breaking ball that comes in at 75 miles an hour. In there for a strike 0-1, and a big difference with Berrigan being in the upper 80s to that 75. And the 0-1 pitch home is swung on and hit to left for a base hit by Rainier. It's going to fall out there in front of Pierce, who bobbles it, but it will get it in as Rainier will hold with a leadoff single in the 6th.
That's what UVU has done well today, get that leadoff man on, and they've only brought one home. Got to start taking advantage of these opportunities.
And Sean Moish coming to the plate here. 0 for 2 on the night. Has hit 2 hard hit balls, but just has hit them right at people. And now he'll see what he can do here against Berrigan with Rainier over at first. Rainier a decent lead, and Berrigan delivers the first pitch, and Moish swings and misses, and it's 0-1. No balls and a strike as Moish will stand into the batter's box again here. Infield up the middle, playing double play depth. Outfield pretty straight away. Rainier gets, I think he got about a step bigger lead this time. And Berrigan delivers home. That one's away for a ball. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. If you're going to try to steal a base, and Rainier on the year is 1 for 1 in stealing bases, you would rather go on a breaking ball than a fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Berrigan looks in. Checks the runner, delivers home, and Moish swings and pops that one up foul. Back over the top of the press box. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
That curveball 2 pitches ago, talking about going on a strike, going on a fastball rather than a breaking ball. But that breaking ball was so slow, he may have gotten to second base. Although it was outside where Charleston had a chance to throw him out.
1-2 pitch. Rainier does go. That one bounces in the dirt. The throwdown bounces to short. Moish called out on strikes as he missed it. And stealing the base was Seth Rainier. And so now Utah Valley with the runner in scoring position. They do have 1 away. And it puts the middle part of the order of Mark Kruger at the plate, who has picked up his 13th RBI back in the first with that triple to deep right center field. Rainier the runner at second base. Berrigan will take a look at him here. A long look and deliver home. Kruger's going to swing and hit that one to the right side. Fielded cleanly by Carter at his throw in time. And so that does move the runner over. So a productive out in a sense. But now there is 2 down, and Craig Brinkerhoff comes to the plate. Brinkerhoff on the day, struck out back in the first, and then singled in the fourth, but was caught trying to steal second base. Brinkerhoff, a big RBI opportunity here he's in a tie for the team lead in that category. He's going to take one in the back there as the fastball never came back over at 87 miles an hour, and Brinkerhoff will be on first. So now runners on the corners with 2 outs, and Riley White coming to the plate. White on the day is 1 for 1 with a walk back in the second. He singled in the fourth. And these are the situations, Jordan, we talked about last night that Utah Valley really needed to come away with a hit.
Absolutely. Here's Riley White, who's made some great defensive plays at first base today. Needs a 2-out knock.
As Berrigan sets and delivers home, White swings and misses and comes up empty, and it's 0-1.
A nice curveball there from Berrigan to get White swinging and missing. Riley singled in his last at bat. Not a lot of speed from Brinkerhoff well, maybe a little bit. We'll see if they send him. Short lead. He doesn't go, though.
0-1 pitch is in the dirt for a ball. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Brinkerhoff on the year is now 0 for 2 with the caught stealing back in the fourth. He does have pretty decent speed we've seen defensively in center, but doesn't seem to have a lead that he would go. Here as Berrigan takes a look over there and will deliver home the 1-1 pitch. That one swung on and grounded. It's going to roll foul. It looked like it was foul from the beginning, as it looks like it was fouled off. Looks like Riley White just kind of grabbed his shin or so, kind of below his knee, we should say there, as be 1 ball and 2 strikes here coming to Riley White.
Yeah, I think he just fouled it off his right shin there.
And now with a 1-2 pitch coming. Outfield playing White pretty straight away. A little bit of an open stance for White, but not too bad here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and White takes a called strike 3 on the outside corner. I just happened to get a good enough glimpse at home plate there to see the corner, and when the catcher held it, I'm like, ooh, I thought that might be strike 3, and it was. At the end of 6 complete innings here from Brent Brown Ballpark, Utah Valley 1, Bakersfield 0. We'll head to the 7th right after this. You're listening to Wolverine Baseball on UVU on WolverineGreen.com. As we move to the top of the 7th inning here at Brent Brown Ballpark, we're playing 2 today. Game number 2 of this was going to be game number 3 that was supposed to be tomorrow. That one coming up after this one as Bakersfield comes up here in the 7th inning. It'll be Miles Jones to lead it off here. The third baseman, and I'll send it over here as the first pitch is swung on and fouled away. I'll send it over to my partner, Jordan Bianucci. Jordan?
Thank you very much, Ryan. A little preoccupied. I got a hat before the ball game, a nice new UVU game hat. I'm trying to work in the bill here, but I mean, I guess I could call the 7th. That's fine. It's a cool hat, though.
Yeah, it is. It's really, nice. It's really nice.
Pitch to Jones, misses outside, fastball away, and the count is even at 1-1. So a tight pitcher's duel today here in Orem. Evans throws. That one swung on, a little chopper, low bouncer to second base. Bogdan has it, throws to first, and there's one away in the 7th. So Evans staying in that nice rhythm just in case he gets into some trouble. It looks like a right-hander getting warm in the pen for Utah Valley. It looks like Devin Nelson, usually the midweek starter, but perhaps I'm wrong. From the windup, Evans throws, and a strike is called on the outside corner to Max Carter, who's 0-for-2. It is Devin Nelson, maybe just getting in some work out there, or maybe a relief appearance perhaps if needed. 0-1, fastball up high, and it's 1-1 to Max Carter. So the Wolverines just clinging to that 1-0 lead. They have 5 hits. The pitch, fastball, wow, strike 2, and that one just barely caught the corner, but Carter not arguing at all, so it must have 1 ball, 2 strikes to him. Nobody on, 1 out here in the 7th. 1-0 Wolverines. The pitch, that one swung on, lifted foul off to the right, and we'll do it again. Everybody about straight away in the infield. Playing on the outfield grass at second base is Bogdan. Playing very shallow in right is Moish, and a hair to the right in center is Brinkerhoff. The pitch, ball in the dirt, a breaking ball that got away from Ryanair, but no one on base. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Carter.
Seeing Bogdan play back, I kind of wonder in a sense if that might have, the infield does tend to play a little bit faster here, so I kind of wonder if maybe Bogdan just wants to give himself some extra time.
Very well could be the case, as this one's fouled off again and onto the rooftop. Count remains at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, the infield, it's been playing very fast this year. We talked to Bogdan, in fact, and he said it was fast. Some tough hops as well. As the infield grass, there's been a few lumps in it. It hasn't been quite as flat as it has been in the past. So, not a sure thing, any ground balls. 2-2 pitch, swung on, ground ball, third base side, foul. And just foul. That could have been extra bases had it stayed fair. Count still at 2-2. Nobody on, 1 out, 1-0 Wolverines. Carter, slightly open stance from the right side, swinging that bat out in front of home plate. 2-2 pitch on the way, fastball just outside, and the count runs full. Carter hitting .422 on the season, has a .533 slugging percentage. Full count. Evans taking his time, now delivers. Swing and a miss. He got him on an off-speed pitch, a beauty. And 2 are down here in the top of the 7th.
Looked like Carter was expecting fastball, and I mean really in the count 3-2, that's really what you would be expecting. A sign of a great pitcher when you can go to your when you trust yourself enough to go to your off-speed pitch in that situation.
Absolutely. Here's Chance Gusbeth coming to the plate, also 0-for-2 today. Just Ryan Evans has only allowed 1 hit in this ball game. The pitch. Fastball catches the outside corner, strike 1 to Gusbeth. Evans, as we mentioned, had a perfect game through 4 1/3 until he gave up a single to Alan Gwynn, who waits on deck here. Strike on the outside corner again. A beauty. Fastball right there on the edge. And it's quickly 0-2 to Gusbeth.
Evans has picked up the pace once again, and it's been interesting to see how well he's hit that corners when he has picked up the pace.
0-2 pitch. Breaking ball just missing away. A very good 0-2 there from Evans, trying to entice Gusbeth the chase, but he holds off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The wind is non-existent right now. The flag lays limp in right center field as the ball's in the dirt, and the count is even at 2-2. The ball, even with the wind not blowing out, the ball's really been carrying to right center field today, as we've seen a hit there from Kruger, who one bounced the wall, and a few others hit almost to the ball that have been caught by Brinkerhoff. The pitch. 2-2 is check swing in the dirt. Did he go? Yes. No. Yes, he did. And as an appeal down to the first base umpire, John Wolf confirms it. A strikeout for Ryan Evans, his second of the inning. And that is the end of the inning. We will head to the bottom half of the 7th. The Wolverines lead it 1-0. James Berrigan back out there on the mound for Bakersfield to begin the bottom half of the 7th inning. Wolverines lead it 1-0 here in Game 2 of a 3-game set here in the WAC. It'll be Cade Andrus, Jackson Coons, and Cam Zollinger, 7-8-9 for the Wolverines. Andrus, right-handed hitter, playing about even with the bag, maybe a step in at third base is Miles Jones. The pitch. That one swung on and missed. A beauty, a curveball at 74 miles per hour. And Andrus swung very soon and right over it.
Andrus had some very good swings during batting practice today.
0-1 pitch, swung on and missed again. That was not a good swing as he chased one outside, and it's 0-2. So Andrus chasing 2 breaking balls to begin this at bat. And we'll see what Berrigan does here.
Batting practice can be deceiving.
Yeah. There's another curveball, swung on it and foul tipped just barely back to the screen. And it's still 0-2. Yeah, batting practice, you get those fastballs, guys launching them out of the park, and then you face a guy who's throwing you 3 straight curveballs in the low 70s. And it's a little different. 0-2 pitch. Here's another breaking ball, this one outside, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Andrus. Andrus on the day, 0 for 2. He grounded into a double play back to the pitcher in the 2nd inning. Bounced out in the 4th. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th, 1-0 Wolverines. Andrus takes a fastball, first one of the at-bat, and it's a ball up and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and Andrus now battling back.
Berrigan's still throwing in the upper 80s right now with all the pitches he's thrown. I mean, he's had a lot of quick innings, though. 2-2
pitch, swung on, just getting a piece of it is Andrus as he fouls it down the third baseline. Dave Carter down there making the play. The third base coach and pitching coach for Utah Valley. And the count remains at 2-2. We have action down in the Bakersfield bullpen. 2-2 pitch, swung on, grounded to third, and through the 5.5 hole into left field between the shortstop and the third baseman. And it's a base hit for Andrus. Andrus did not hit that ball hard, and right off the bat I thought it'd be an easy play, but it to the left of Miles Jones, and it gets through. A sneaky single there for Cade Andrus, and the leadoff man is on for UVU, looking to add to this one-run lead. And now we're going to have a meeting on the mound between the infielders as a couple of guys look to get loose down there in the pen for Bakersfield. I believe it's Nick Valwald getting loose down there. He's a lefty. And now a long visit on the mound from all the infielders, and Darren Steers comes to break it up.
Sorry, Jordan, that's number 26, actually, on second look. Alec Daly warming up.
All right, so we got there. He's also a lefty. So Daly getting warm, the lefty in the pen. Berrigan here trying to get out of this jam of sorts, a man on with nobody out. Andrus with a short lead at first. Now showing bunt and taking a ball outside is Jackson Coons. Coons hitting from the left side. Showed bunt and took that ball. 1 ball, no strikes. As soon as he showed bunt, Solomon Williams, who's holding on Andrus at first, took off charging towards home plate. Corner infielders in. Here's the pitch. Taking up high, fastball, missing again, 2-0 to Andrus, who showed bunt early on that, but pulled it back.
If he's showing bunt, you think you would, if you're Berrigan, you'd give him something to bunt if you know he's showing it. Coons a good eye, both times pulling the bunt back before the pitch crosses the plate.
2 balls, no strikes. Coons should see a pitch to hit here, although he's showing bunt early again. Here's the pitch. Fastball catches the outside corner as he pulled it back, and it's 2 balls, 1 strike. Coons today 0 for 2. He flied out back in the second inning and grounded out to second base in the 5th. Short lead for Andrus at first. Here's the pitch. He takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second. A double clutched by Trowbridge. And the runner is safe as the ball skips away from Sinai covering the bag at second base. So a stolen base for Andrus. Had Trowbridge not double clutched that ball trying to get it out of the catcher's mitt, he may have had him at second base. Andrus, not a great jump.
Trowbridge popped up quickly, made a good throw, put it in the right spot. But a great job by Andrus, great jump at first.
It was a ball, so the count 2-2. The pitch. Fastball, just off the outside corner. Good take. A gutsy take from Jackson Coons, and the count is full. So, runner in scoring position for the Wolverines. We've said that a lot today, and only once have they gotten a run home. Full count. From the stretch, Berrigan checks the runner, comes home. Fastball swung on, fouled away, left side. And we will do it again. Playing well off the bag at third base is Miles Jones, probably 15, 20 feet away from that third base bag. A big hole on the right side for the left-handed hitting Coons, however, as Carter, the second baseman, playing up towards the middle. The pitch, fastball, just missing on the outside corner. That looked pretty good from up here, and you're never quite sure if it's a called strike or not, just because Darren Steers will wait a second, maybe hesitate before he makes that call. But as soon as Coons saw it, he tossed his bat towards the on-deck circle and headed to first base, and he got the walk. So runners on first and second now for Cam Zollinger, and Eric Matson's going to come out, have a word with Cam, and Dave Carter will come in. With nobody out, it's an obvious bunt situation here for Zollinger, the 9th-place hitter. Bogdan waiting on deck. So now Eric having a word with him and giving some instruction here maybe as to what to do.
I would think, just from the situation, Jordan, I think you're right. I think you're an obvious bunt situation, top of your lineup coming up. You have hitters who have had good at-bats today. With runners in scoring position, you really want to score here to give some insurance to Ryan Evans and your bullpen.
Corner infielders in. The pitch. Showing bunt to Zollinger. Pulls it back and takes a strike on the outside corner. 0-1.
So it's his 100th pitch of the game here. So for Berrigan.
Yeah, Berrigan. laboring with 2 men on and nobody out. The bunt, now it's going to be back in front of home plate to the pitcher. He only has one play, goes to first for the out. And a nice bunt by Cam Zollinger gets the job done. The runners advance to second and third with only one out in the inning. Well done by the freshman.
Yeah, good skill to have there to just be able to do those little things. You know, the little things in baseball can make a big difference. And, I mean, now you think of it, let's say Bogdan now drives home a base hit here that scores 2. You know, good.
Yeah, Zollinger setting up his team for success here. 2 runners in scoring position. And now we're going to have a timeout, as it looks like. Bill Kernan, the head coach for Bakersfield, will have it out, and I won't be surprised if he makes a change here. A righty and a lefty in the pen, looking to be about ready down there. Kern's really taking his time to go out there. The Wolverines don't need a hit to score a run right now. At second and third with 1 out, a sacrifice fly or a ground ball to second base would do it. We'll see where the Bakersfield infield decides to play if they come in and try to cut down the run at home. The score, Wolverines 1, Roadrunners nothing here in the bottom of the 7th inning. So the Wolverines not exactly with a great lead. And now Darren Steers, the home plate umpire, will come out and break up the meeting. And they're going to leave Berrigan in. Over 100 pitches. He has pitched well, only given up the 1 run on 6 hits. Gotten out of more than 1 jam in this ball game, and they're going to let him face Grayson Bogdan with 2 on and 1 out.
The infield is going to play in to cut that run down too. And you know, you talk about in a game where you haven't scored, you've only gotten 1 hit. Right now, 1 additional run can change the entire momentum and flexibility of the game.
The infield playing in, as you said, Ryan, trying to cut that run down, keep it a 1-run game. The pitch, fastball down in the dirt as the ball gets away from the bullpen, from the Bakersfield bullpen, and we'll have time to go pick that one up. 1 ball, no strikes to Bogdan. Bogdan singled and scored back in the first inning, the only run of the ball game. He is 1 for 2 with a sacrifice in the 3rd inning. The 1-0. Breaking ball misses away, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. So first base is open, and with 1 out, it wouldn't be the end of the world should Berrigan walk Bogdan. He would then face the right-handed hitter Rainier. 2-0 pitch coming to Bogdan. That one swung on, ground ball, foul down the left field line. A high chopper. That was well foul. And the count is 2 balls, 1 strike. Bogdan, the sophomore out of Riverton High School, hitting from the right side. Berrigan in the stretch. Checks the runner at third. Short lead over there. The pitch. So that one swung on and just got a piece of it. Fouled back to the rooftop. And the count is even at 2-2. So Berrigan doing what he has done all day. Putting himself in a bad position, but battling back. 2 on, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th inning. Wolverines 1. Bakersfield nothing. Now time is taken by the catcher. A big moment in this ball game. UVU, of course, dropped the first game of this series last night. They're looking to get one back here. 2-2 pitch coming. Fastball in the dirt. A nice stop behind home plate from Trowbridge. Should a ball get past him, it would mean a run for the Wolverines. The count is full now to Bogdan.
Berrigan really having to labor here in the 7th. He hasn't had to labor like this throughout most of this ball game. And so, I mean, he's really... These next few pitches will dictate how longer he's in.
Payoff pitch is swung on and fouled right side. Will stay in play. Giving chases Williams. Williams chasing in the bullpen. It just gets out of play over the wall down there, down the first base side and into the storage area. So Bogdan stays alive. The count remains full. A breaking ball there offered by Berrigan. And I was going to say, I'll be very surprised on this pitch and on that pitch, really, for that matter, if Bogdan sees a really good pitch to hit. First base is open with runners on second and third and only 1 out in the inning. Here it comes, the pitch. Swung on and lifted high in the infield. Now floating into foul territory on the right side. First baseman Williams will easily get to this one. And Bogdan is out. So 2 outs now. Runners on second and third still for Seth Rainier. Rainier will hit from the right side against Berrigan. So a unproductive out there from Bogdan, and that hurts because you didn't even need a hit there to score the run. So now you do need a base hit to score a run with 2 outs in the inning and men on second and third.
And you're bringing up someone who, with 2 outs, it does hit fairly well, but hasn't hit too well with runners in scoring position.
It is Seth Rainier, who singled in his last at bat. He takes a ball down low, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Rainier getting the start behind home plate today. Righty on righty. Berrigan, the starter, still out there. 1-0 pitch. Swing, ground ball, a little slow roller through the hole, but backhanded by Sinai. No, he'll eat it at shortstop, and the run comes in to score. So the Wolverines, just a nice placed, soft hit ball, and they add a run here. They lead it 2-0. Rainier just barely got a piece of that one, but put it in a good spot there in the hole. Going to backhand it was Sinai, and he got to it easily, but it was rolling so slowly that he really had no play to make. So an RBI for Rainier.
And with 2 outs, the infield was playing back, and Rainier just put that right in the hole and then ran hard down the line to get to first.
So here's Sean Moish. He's hit 2 balls very hard. He's 0 for 3, however, in the ball game. As the ball misses in the dirt, it's 1-0. So the run came in to score. That was Andrus. Coons advances from second to third on the play. 2-0. Wolverines lead it here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. They would love to add more here. Hitting from the left side is Moish, the switch hitter, open stance, waiting. Berrigan throws. That one gets away from the catcher, heading to second, and sliding in safely, no throw down, was Rainier. As soon as Rainier saw that ball trickle away from Trowbridge, just maybe 10 feet away from him, he took off sprinting for second base, and now there are 2 runners in scoring position for the Wolverines. So smart play, heads-up play there from Rainier.
Well, Rainier in a good situation there, because if he does throw it, Kuntz does take the chance of breaking for home.
That's right. With 2 balls, no strikes, now they're just going to intentionally walk Moish and face Mark Kruger with the bases loaded. So an interesting move here. Kruger did have that big hit back in the first inning, that triple into the right field alleyway that scored the only run until this inning to Kruger. And now what they'll do is Berrigan's day is done, as Bakersfield will make a move. Coming out to get him is Bill Kernan, and they'll bring in the left-hander from the bullpen to face Kruger. So when we come back, it'll be bases loaded, 2 outs, a lefty-on-lefty matchup. You're listening to Utah Valley Baseball on WolverineGreen.com. Wolverines lead it in the 7th, 2-0. Pitching change on the mound for Bakersfield. They're going to go to number 26,
The freshman from Temecula, Alec Daly, is going to come in and make his 9th appearance of the year. He's 1-1 with a 4.91 ERA in 18 1/3 innings. And so it'll be interesting to see what UVU can do against the left-hander.
Yeah, Bill Kernan came out and made the change to go lefty on lefty to face Kruger. However, Eric Mattson counters and pinch hits for Kruger with the right-handed hitting Colby Croft. So Croft up there, trying to drive in runs. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 2-0 Wolverines. First pitch, fastball down in the dirt, and it's 1-0 to Colby. So both coaches flexing their strategic moves here in the 7th inning. And this is where it gets fun. The 1-0. Croft holds up, I should say. Does not swing. Ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Trowbridge. And it's 2-0. So now Alec Daly really has to come in. Does not want to go 3 balls, no strikes with the bases loaded.
Croft had 3 hits in last night's ball game for Utah Valley.
Bases juice. Nowhere to put him. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. In the dirt, skips away from Trowbridge, but down the third base line, he gets to it. And it's 3-0. So Croft, I imagine, will have the take sign here. But Daly has thrown 3 pitches in this ball game, and none of them have been close to a strike. Three balls, no strikes, bases loaded. Dancing off third is Andrus. The pitch, fastball on the outside corner, strike 1 at 87 miles per hour. So now 3 balls, 1 strike, and this is where Croft should see a good pitch to hit. The Wolverines trying to lengthen their lead. They lead 2-0. 3-1 on the way. And it's inside. He walked him. And so Daly comes in. He had 1 job and couldn't do it. He walks in a run, 3-0 Wolverines. A nice at bat there from Croft, although the balls taken really weren't even close. Didn't have to move the bat.
And now it doesn't get any easier here with Craig Brinkerhoff coming to the plate.
So now another right-handed hitter at the plate with the lefty on the mound. Here's the pitch. Fastball right there on the outside corner, strike 1, and maybe that'll calm Daly down a bit as he gets ahead of the hitter.
Bakersfield has number 37, Stephen G, warming up in the bullpen.
0-1. Curveball just misses low. And it is 1 ball, 1 strike to Brinkerhoff. Brinkerhoff singled back in the 4th inning. 1-1 pitch to him. Fastball, down and in. And it's 2 balls, 1 strike to Brinkerhoff. Wolverines taking nice at-bats here in this inning and have throughout the ball game, but really making Daly throw a strike. Bases loaded, 3-0, 2 outs in the 7th. 2-1 pitch. That one taken low and away, and it's 3 balls, 1 strike again. So Daly can't really find the strike zone, and he has to come in to Brinkerhoff. You have to wonder, with him not throwing strikes, if Brinkerhoff has the green light. The pitch, he does not. He takes it high for a ball. And Daly walks in the 2nd consecutive run, and Bakersfield is imploding before our eyes. 4-0 Wolverines. Now we're going to have a pitching change. I'm sure Bill Curran signals for the right-hander in the pen. He'll come in and replace Alec Daly. So no luck for Alec Daly today. Came in and walked 2 men home. So the bases will be loaded for the Wolverines with 2 outs, still in the 7th inning. They lead it 4-0. We'll have the numbers on the new pitcher when we get back here on WolverineGreen.com.
A pitching change for Bakersfield here in the bottom of the 7th inning with Utah Valley leading 4-0. They're going to go to the right-hander Garrett Nimmo, the freshman from Temecula, California, making his 9th appearance on the year. He does have 2 saves and a 4.76 ERA in what looks to be 17 innings pitched.
So here's Riley White, switch hitter, hitting from the left side against the right-handed pitcher. Bases loaded. The pitch. Strike right there on the outside corner. Fastball at 83.
This is the 9th hitter that Utah Valley sent to the plate here in the inning.
That is right. 4-0. Wolverines lead it. The pitch. There's a pretty breaking ball that just comes off the outside corner and over the plate for strike 2. Quickly 0-2 to Riley White. The Wolverines have scored 3 runs in this inning. The pitch. That one swung on. Chopper to second. This should end the inning. Carter has it. Throws to first. And the inning is indeed over. But not before the Wolverines score 3 runs on just 2 hits. The Bakersfield bullpen can't quite get the Wolverines, or rather can't really contain the Wolverines in this 7th inning, and so the Wolverines get a few more runs and they lead it 4-0. We will head to the top of the 8th inning here on WolverineGreen.com. We head to the top of the 8th inning. Wolverines lead the Bakersfield Roadrunners 4-0 after a 3-run 7th. Back out there on the mound for the Wolverines, it's Ryan Evans. The starter has pitched very well in this ballgame, only given up 1 hit on the day as we head to the 8th inning.
Be interesting to see how Evans comes back here. It's kind of starting to cool off a little bit. And now that he's had that nice long rest, he does have the run support now. So it'll be interesting to see how he responds.
Here's the first pitch. Fastball catches the outside corner. Strike 1 to Alan Gwynn. Gwynn with the only hit of the day against Evans. It was a single back in the 5th inning. No balls, 1 strike to Gwynn. He takes a fastball low and away, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. I'm looking around the outfield and infield for Utah Valley. I believe it was just a straight change as Mark Kruger comes out as the designated hitter and Croft replaces him. Fastball catches the outside corner. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. A right-hander getting warm in the pen again for the Wolverines. It's Devin Nelson still down there. Maybe just getting some work in as he will go Tuesday against Brigham Young. 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses wide and away, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. I say he'll go Tuesday. That is not official. However, he has been the midweek starter up to this point in the season. So Bakersfield has their work cut out for them as they trail by 4 here in the 8th. 2-2. Ooh, a pretty breaking ball that just missed off the outside corner, maybe a little low to Gwynn, and it's 3-2. Full count, the pitch. That one swung on, popped up very high. Left side of the infield, going out onto the outfield grass is Zollinger. He'll settle under it and make the 2-handed grab. And Gwynn is retired to begin the 8th.
A high pop-up on this overcast kind of a day sometimes can be hard. You lose that white baseball in the clouds, but great play there by Zollinger.
The nice thing about that is no matter what, sunny, cloudy, I couldn't see it. I'm sorry, I didn't make the play. Couldn't see the ball. I lost it in the clouds. Here's the windup and the pitch to Oscar Sinai. He swings and fouls one back to the screen. And it's no balls, 1 strike to the shortstop. Hitting from the right side, Sinai on the day. 0 for 2, a line out and a ground out. hitting .222 on the season. Shows bunt here and pulls it back. Fastball misses up and in. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Sinai, 5'9", 190 pounds, senior out of Chula Vista, California. Bonita Vista High School. 1-1 pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike as the fastball misses high and away now. Now we have 2 right-handers, Devin Nilsson and somebody else getting warm in the pen for the Wolverines. And Dave Carter's going to come out and have a little chat with Ryan Evans as he's thrown a couple straight balls. And perhaps Carter just stalling to get those right-handers warm in the pen, as that was the 100th pitch for Evans on the day. So the other right-hander getting warm in the pen for Utah Valley, it is Chad Michaud. Michaud, the relief man, getting loose along with Devin Nelson. So Carter heads back to the dugout, and Ryan Evans will continue this battle with Oscar Sinai. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 strike, I should say. The delivery, fastball swung on and missed. And the count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes to Sinai. Base paths empty. We're in the top of the 8th inning. 1 out. 4-0. The Wolverines lead. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, line drive, fouled on the left field line. A breaking ball that Sinai was way out in front of. And Devin Nilsson came off the pitcher's mound out there, off the bullpen mound, and made a nice little play on that ball. The count even at 2-2. The outfield playing shallow. The pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called on the inside corner. A great pitch from Ryan Evans. And there are 2 away in the inning.
Again, we've mentioned it before, how well he's hit the corners today. You know, really with 2 strikes, it's hard to lay one off if it's close. You almost, even if you know it's close, you almost have to just take a swing at it.
You do. You have to protect there protect there with 2 strikes on you. Here is Solomon Williams, the 6'7" left-handed hitter. Pitch to him, fastball, high and away, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. After that 3rd called strike, Seth Rainier threw it down to third base, and it just one-hopped in front of Coons and went into the outfield, and Rainier just threw his head back in disgust as he just couldn't quite make the throw down to third to throw the ball around the horn. As the ball misses outside here, it's 2-0, but Rainier's made some nice plays defensively that have counted in the ball game, so he can give himself a break behind there. Now a ball misses inside, and it's 3 balls, no strikes to Williams. 3-0 pitch. Fastball catches the outside corner, and it's 3-1. Evans really speeding up here, working pretty quickly now. Bogdan way out on the outfield grass at second base. Probably 10 or 15 feet onto the grass with Solomon, the left-handed hitter, up. Fastball misses inside, and he walked him on 5 pitches. So Bakersfield has a man on with 2 out. And the catcher, Logan Trowbridge, is going to come to the plate. Trowbridge 0 for 2. Grounded out, flied out. And to give you an idea how good Evans has been this afternoon, Trowbridge, this is only his 3rd at bat. Evans has given up, as we mentioned, only 1 hit in this ball game. He was perfect through 4 1/3. Solomon with a very short lead at first, held on by Riley White. Hitting from the right side is Trowbridge. From the stretch, Evans throws. Strike called, inside corner, fastball, and it's 0-1. Bogdan moves back in from deep right field, back onto the infield dirt with the right-handed hitter up there. Evans checks his man at first, now he throws. Fastball misses down and in, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Remember, fans, following this ball game, it will be game 2 of a doubleheader today. And that should start just about half hour to 45 minutes after this game ends. We'll keep you updated on that. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch misses low and away, and it's 2-1. Evans right here with a 4-run lead really just needs to throw strikes. Let him put the ball in play and let your defense do some work. The defense for the Wolverines has been fantastic all day. 2-1 pitch coming. Williams with a short lead at first. 4-0. Wolverines here in the 8th. The pitch. Fastball. Just catches the outside corner. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Garrett Pierce, the 9th place hitter, waits on deck. A man on, 2 out. The 2-2 pitch coming. Evans set below the belt. Now comes home. Fastball swung on, line drive right up the middle. It's going to one hop in front of the center fielder, Brinkerhoff. And the runners will move up, or rather the runner will move up. Logan Trowbridge in there with a single, and Evans ducked under that baseball. It was a bit above him, but quite startling coming right back at you. A very well hit ball.
Yeah, and you get those ones that are hit right back at you as a pitcher. I mean, we've seen it in Major League Baseball a couple of times. Unfortunate incidents where people get hit. You definitely have to be aware of what's going on when you're on the mound.
So here comes Eric Matson. He's going to make the call to the bullpen. We'll see who he calls, and it will be Devin Nelson. So Nelson will come in to get some relief work here with 2 men on and 2 men out. A wonderful round of applause from the Wolverine fans here at Brent Brown Ballpark. A incredible one-hit ball game for Ryan Evans. He pitched magnificently through 7 2/3 innings. So now he'll hand it over to Devin Nilsson and the Wolverine pen to complete the ball game. So we'll take a little break here on WolverineGreen.com. 2 men on, 2 men out. A 4-0 lead for the Wolverines in the 8th inning. You're listening to UVU Baseball on WolverineGreen.com.
Pitching change for the Wolverines here in the top of the 8th inning. A new right-hander will be Devin Nelson, number 14, coming in on the year. Devin is 1-4. This is his 7th appearance, his first time coming out of the bullpen this year. Has a 4.41 ERA. His last outing came the other night at UNLV when he went 6 2/3, gave up 9 hits, 5 runs, 4 of which were earned, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. And now he'll come in relief here and try to get these last 4 outs. Jordan, will be interesting to see how he handles the first hitter coming up to the plate.
That first hitter will be Garrett Pierce. Righty-on-righty matchup here. Nelson working straight from the stretch, not used to this type of situation. Usually a starter, as Ryan mentioned. He comes set, he throws. Fastball misses away, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Pierce on the ball game has popped up and grounded out. He's the 9th place hitter. On deck is Jordy Hine, should Pierce reach. Runners on first and second. The 1-0. Fastball swung on, lifted into the air in right field. Going back is Moish. Moish still going back, and he backhands and he gets it. A great play by Sean Moish, who was playing shallow in right field and sprinted back and to his right, made the backhanded grab on the run, and the inning is over. So Nelson throws 2 pitches, and Moish and the Wolverine defense come up big again. Bakersfield gets 1 hit. They leave 2 stranded, no runs. They trail 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning here on WolverineGreen.com. We head to the bottom of the 8th here on WolverineGreen.com. Jordan Bianucci alongside Ryan Piggins. Happy to bring you UVU baseball here. Back out on the mound for Bakersfield. It'll be Garrett Nimmo in relief. The right-hander will face Cade Andrus as he flies one to right on the first pitch. And just like that, there's one away. So Cade Andrus, aggressive, but flies out to the right fielder. Chance Guspeth, and quickly one away in the 8th inning. That will bring up Jackson Coons. UVU led this game 1-0 since the first, and then scored 3 last inning to make it a 4-0 ball game. 1 ball, no strikes as the ball misses high and away to the left-handed hitting Coons. The pitch. Fastball down low when it's 2 balls, no strikes, pardon me. Working very quickly is Nimmo. The pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike, and it's 2-1. Those 3 runs, 2 of which came on walks back in the 7th inning with the bases loaded, as a strike is in there. Count even at 2-2 to Coons. Waiting on deck is Cam Zollinger, the 9th-place hitter. 2-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball swung on, fouled, and ricochets off the rooftop and into the Utah Valley dugout on the third base side. And the count remains even. An overcast day here in Orem, although not cold, in the 50s about. Now here's a pop-up, left side. Jones, the third baseman, just straddling the foul line there, but makes the catch in fair territory just behind third base. And quickly there are 2 away in the 8th. So here comes Cam Zollinger. Zollinger had a sacrifice bunt back in the 7th that put a man in scoring position, who eventually came around and scored that inning. Pitch to him, fastball, strike 1, right there on the outside corner. Zollinger, of course, the brother of Court Zollinger, the Wolverine catcher the past few years. 0-1, curveball, catches the very outside corner there. Nice pitch from Nimmo. And it's 0-2 to the shortstop. Nimmo working very quickly from the windup. He throws, ball in the dirt. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Zollinger.
Nimmo's done very good at getting the first pitch strike. And really silenced the Wolverine offense here since he's come in the 8th.
1-2 to Zollinger. He takes a fastball inside, 2-2. And I believe I called Zollinger a freshman. He is a sophomore. Went to Bountiful High School. Pitch to him. Fastball misses away. And it's 3 balls, 2 strikes now. So a good at bat here from Cam Zollinger. Waiting on deck is Grayson Bogdan. 2 outs, nobody on, 4-0 Wolverines. Ball misses outside again. And Cam Zollinger is on base with 2 outs here in the 8th inning. So a nice at bat there. Here comes Bogdan, who will hit from the right side. A righty-on-righty matchup as a few more fans file in here, getting set for Game 2, which will begin about a half hour to 45 minutes after the conclusion of this ball game. We will, as always, keep you updated here on WolverineGreen.com. Zollinger with a lead at first, now a throw over, back in standing. Zollinger hasn't attempted to steal a base this season. He came into the ballgame only having had 6 at-bats all year. The pitch, breaking ball, just inside to Bogdan, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Bogdan singled and scored in the first, and that was the only run until the 7th inning when the Wolverines tacked on 3 more. 1-0, fastball. Strike on the outside corner. And it's 1-1. Bogdan hitting .238 on the season. He waits. Bent at the knees. The pitch. That one swung on and lifted just into the air on the right side in the infield. Making the grab is Solomon Williams, just behind first base, and the inning is over. So the Wolverines leave a man on. No hits, no runs. We head to the top of the ninth inning. The Wolverines need 3 outs to close this one out. We'll see if they can do it here on WolverineGreen.com.
Top of the ninth inning here at Brent Brown Ballpark. Pitching change for Utah Valley will be number 27, Chad Michaud, coming in. The right-hander, last pitched. He pitched twice in the series down in Dallas against Dallas Baptist. Coming in to this one, Michaud 2-1, making his 10th appearance with a 9.00 ERA. Does have 2 saves and 9 innings of work on the year.
So the right-hander getting set from the windup. He will face the top of the order. Jordy Haim, the left-handed hitting Haim, up there. Fastball at 91, misses just above the belt from Michaud. And it's 1 ball, no strikes. So Michaud, as we know, can throw some gas. 1-0 pitch, another fastball. This one at 91, misses outside. It's 2-0. Jordy Haim, Miles Jones, Max Carter, 1, 2, 3 to hit here in the ninth. 4-0 Wolverines. The pitch from Michaud. Fastball at the belt, and it's 2-1. So the Wolverines would like nothing more than a stress-free, quick inning to end this ball game and to win it, even the series at 1. They look to do it here. Michaud from the windup. He throws. Fastball swung on and fouled back to the rooftop. And it's 2-2. That ball at 91 once again. Michaud has that windup and then a big leg kick. And he generates a whole lot of power. Haim taking his time, now steps back into the batter's box. Michaud gets the sign from Rainier. He throws 2-2, misses high and away. And it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. So Michaud has not yet thrown a breaking ball. All fastballs for him thus far. He's the 5'10", 180-pound junior out of Brush Perry, Washington. 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball there, misses inside, and it's a walk. So the worst thing you could do really in that situation is put Haim on with a walk, giving Bakersfield a little life here. 1 on, nobody out. They still trail by 4. Here's Miles Jones. And I said that was a breaking ball. I believe it was just a fastball that moved a little bit and missed in because it was 90 miles per hour. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball called for a strike on the outside corner at the knees, and it's 0-1. Jones on the day, 0 for 3. Hitting from the right side, the third baseman for Bakersfield. Standing up straight. Being held on at first is Haim by Riley White. Michaud from the stretch, checks the runner, now comes home. Fastball swung on, ground ball. This could be 2 to the third baseman. On to second, and he missed it. He threw to Bogdan high, and Bogdan couldn't come down with it. Advancing to third is Haim. He's in there safely. Jones is in there safely on the error. And now there are 2 on with nobody out for Bakersfield. That should have been an easy double play. Coons made a nice play on the one hopper, but then threw high to Bogdan, who, just looking at it, I thought should have come down with it and at least kept the ball from going into the outfield and saving a runner from moving to third base. But the Wolverines couldn't do it. Now they're in a first and third situation with the tying run on deck. So an error on the third baseman, Jackson Coons, allows this inning to move on with nobody out. Jones at first, Hine at third, Carter at the plate. The pitch, fastball, down in the dirt, and it's 1 ball, no strikes.
Last thing you want is to give Bakersfield in this situation a sign of life here and to give them confidence to keep going here in the 9th inning.
Absolutely, and I think Dave Carter is thinking the exact same thing as he comes out to have a word with Micho. I think just maybe to calm him down here, go, listen, just throw some strikes and let's get out of here. Micho working very quickly from the mound. I think Dave wants to slow down the pace a little bit, make sure everybody's on the same page.
Utah Valley does have a left-hander warming up in the bullpen. That's number 33, Patrick Wolf.
So Wolf, get out of Reno, getting warm down there in case Micho can't finish it out. Micho looking to get the save here. And he would qualify for the save here now with the tying run on deck. 1 ball, no strikes to the right-handed hitting Max Carter. Carter hitting .413 on the year. Not an easy out. 1 ball, no strikes to pitch. Fastball, there it is on the inside corner. Strike 1. And the count is even. So Jones with good speed at first. Hine, good speed at third. They have not sent Jones, as it really wouldn't be all that productive. His run means nothing as of right now. Nobody out, 2 men on. 1 ball, 1 strike here in the 9th. The pitch. That one misses inside, a little check swing, but he did not go around. And the count is 2 balls, 1 strike to Carter. A nice stop there by Seth Rainier to get out and behind the batter and stop that ball before it gets away. Micho from the stretch. Now comes set, belt high, away from his body. The pitch. That one swung on, chopped to third, foul. And that would have been trouble had it stayed fair, but no trouble at all. Went well foul before it got to the bag. And the count is even at 2-2. Waiting on deck is the cleanup hitter, Chance Gusbeth. Should Carter reach, he would represent the tying run. Gusbeth, that is. Count even at 2-2. Micho delivers. That one swung on and hit deep, but well foul. Out of the ballpark, in fact. Way out in front of that one was Carter. Really got a hold of it, but well foul. Count still even at 2-2. Micho checks the runner at first. Now he comes set. Infield double play depth. The pitch. That one swung on. Hit again. This one a little more foul and not hit nearly as hard as the last one. But he stays alive. Brandon Gust delivering more baseballs to Darren Steers, the home plate umpire. Now we're ready to go. Short lead at first by Jones. Short lead at third by Hine. Corner infielders about with the bag at third. That one swung on and lifted high into left field. This should score Hine. Coming in now is the left fielder Andrus to make the grab. Throw home. Gets away from Rainier. He's safe, and the runner advances to second. So Jones, who would have had to stay put at first base and would have kept the double play in order, they throw the ball home to try to get the runner rather than cut it off and just manage manage it right there. I was going to say manage the damage. But instead, they try to go home. Ball gets away, and the runner advances to second base.
Yeah, Rainier goes to apply the tag. I mean, it was going to be very close, and Rainier just kind of swiped at the ball, and when he did that, he didn't get the ball cleanly, and the ball scooted down the first baseline. Unfortunately, there, Seth Rainier is going to be charged with an error.
So, unfortunate for Rainier, and the ball was hit fair. It wasn't hit real deep in left field, but in the situation, there's no need to risk going home. Although Andrus made a nice throw, just unfortunately Rainier couldn't hold on with the slide coming into the glove as the right-handed hitter Gusbeth fouls it off. So Gusbeth is up there with a man on second base and one out. 4-1, Wolverines leading, top of the ninth inning. A man on, one out. Michaud comes set. Throws, ground ball, base hit through the left side. Charging is Andrus. Jones will hold up at third wisely. And Kuhn, the third baseman, will cut that ball off, and that will bring the tying run to the plate for Bakersfield. So you have to get a little nervous here if you're Utah Valley. After being so dominant all game, Bakersfield starting to hit the baseball.
Well, it just goes to show you how important now those runs were in the seventh. If say they didn't get those runs, and again, I'm going to play the kind of the what-if game here. If they didn't, right now we're tied at 1, and Bakersfield has the leading runner sitting 90 feet away from home.
Absolutely. So here is Gusbeth. First pitch to him, fastball in the dirt. Nice stop by Rainier. Boy, Rainier has been very good behind home plate today, stopping balls in the dirt. Middle infield back, double play depth. Coons even just maybe back a couple steps behind third base. Riley White holding on Carter at first. The pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. And boy, Alan Gwynn was trying to tie the ball game there. That looked like a Wanu Uribe swing. Plays with the Dodgers. He just reeled it back and let it fly. That one, wow. Almost swung out of his shoes there. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The pitch. Fastball, down and in. A nice stop by Rainier to hold Carter Gusbeth, at first base. Gusbeth at first base. Jones at third. Gwynn at the plate. 4-1 Wolverines in the ninth. Everyone straight away. The pitch. Fastball misses way up high, and the count is 3 balls, 1 strike. So now Alan Gwynn will be sitting dead red as Michaud does not want to load the bases. Waiting on deck is Oscar Sinai. 3-1. Fastball swung on, fouled back to the screen. That was the definition of dead red. And the foul ball comes through the net and hits a camcorder down in the 4th row just in front of us. But the count is 3-2 now. So the Wolverines had to make it interesting, Ryan.
Yeah, definitely.
Full count. 2 on, 1 out in the ninth. The pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. A foul tip into the glove, actually, of Rainier. And there are 2 away in the ninth. A big pitch there from Michaud. So here's Oscar Sinai, Bakersfield's last chance. 4-1, 2 men on, 2 men out. The right-handed hitting Sinai at the plate. He's 0 for 3. Struck out looking in his last at-bat. Michaud, the pitch. Fastball up and in at 89. And it's 1 ball, no strikes. You really just want to keep the ball down here. You can afford a base hit. You cannot afford a home run. That would tie the ball game. 1 ball, no strike to count. Fastball swung on, popped up. This should do it. It's going to tail into foul territory. Giving chase is the second baseman, Bogdan, over near the bullpen. Makes the grab. And the ball game is over. The Wolverines win this one after a dominating pitching performance from Ryan Evans. An interesting ninth inning for the Wolverines, but they hang on and take game 2 of this series by the final of 4-1. And Ryan, it was a pitching duel throughout this one, but the Wolverines get a couple base runners, or rather the Bakersfield gets a couple base runners on in the ninth and make it a rather close game there.
Yeah, definitely. There's no doubt in that ninth inning, when you're looking to try to tie the game, like Bakersfield was. I mean, you want to start with just getting a couple of base runners. They were able to do that. A couple of things just happened to go their way in the ninth. A great job, though, by Eric Madsen and his team to kind of come in and be able to kind of show, hey, we can get through those adverse situations, and that's exactly what they did. I mean, Chad Michaud came in there at the end there and really closed the game down. So a big win for Utah Valley. Now they have the momentum heading into the final game of the series and the second game of the day. And it will, put a chance for them if they win that one to get back to 500 in the WAC, to build momentum heading into their next series at Chicago State next weekend.
We'll take a brief break here on WolverineGreen.com and come back with the final totals for you. Once again, UVU wins game 2 of this 3-game series by a final of 4-1. You're listening to Utah Valley Baseball on WolverineGreen.com.